I was set to leave the club. I got called into Mikel's office and he just was like, I want you to stay. It was time then to refocus on being at Arsenal and having a season at Arsenal again. It was looking like I was going to be out on loan for the year and sort of getting that Premier League experience because I wasn't sure if I was in the manager's plans this year to play as much as I had been doing. The manager sat me down after a training session on like the Wednesday or the Thursday before the Community Shield game on the Saturday. He just said like, are you focused on this weekend? Like, because we're going to need you to play. And I said to him, like, there's no doubt in my mind, like wherever I'm at, and if I'm playing, I'm going to be 100%. That's the type of person I am. I'm not thinking about, I don't really need to perform here because I'm leaving in 2-3 days or whatever. I knew in my head, and I think reassuring him that I would be stable for the game was something he wanted to hear, and it seemed to pay off on the weekend anyway. I think as he's so close to the end of his career as a player, so he still knows how a player thinks, how a player reacts to different talkings with the manager. So I think he can really relate to that, and I think it was something that he just wanted to make me aware and sort of support me, saying like, yeah, I want you here at Arsenal. And as soon as you hear them words, it'd be stupid of me to then leave and go somewhere else.
Good juggling here from Rob Holding. And it goes to Lacazette. Harlem Globetrotter-like from Rob Holding with his feet.
When we were doing videos, was picking up how tactically he wanted to play and sort of coming to terms with that. So if he asked any questions, I could be, that's the answer, like this is where you want the ball to go. And I think if you do that, he then realises that, all right, this guy's got a good understanding of how I want him to play. I trust him to play in my team because I know he knows what I want him to do. And then, yeah, the hard work and stuff, like I said, during the lockdown, I wanted to make sure that I came back, hit the ground running and was a step ahead of like my teammates. And it is competitive and like we're both fighting for the same job. So if I can get a head start by working that little bit harder, then it's a no-brainer for me. I'd do that. Because we had so many and there was new signings coming in that were centre-halves, I was then thinking, well, where am I falling in the pecking order here? Like, I don't want another season of me being 4th, 5th choice and having to wait for injuries to get a chance, you know? So, but the way it's panned out and the way I've performed and injuries here and there has meant that I've got a lot of game time so far. So that's all I wanted at the end of the day. It was just literally to play games. I don't want to be looking back at my career thinking, oh yeah, I sat at Arsenal for that year and didn't really do anything. I'd rather have looked back and thought, oh yeah, I was playing 20 or 30 games that season, you know. With Gabriel and him coming in and being a centre-half and having a price tag, and obviously comparing to my price tag from Bolton, it's not even comparable, is it? But it was something that I just thought, well, he's coming in, he's 22, I'm 3 years his senior, so he's got to come in and be better than me. And if he comes in and he's better than me and plays better than me, fair enough, but I'm not going to just give him up just because he's coming with a price tag that he's going to play over me. And the fact I was staying just made me think like that even more. We see the pitch, apart from the goalkeeper, we see the pitch more than anyone. And everyone has to have that understanding of players around them and opinions. Like the amount of times me and Mustafi have like just sort of talked at training or like pre-match or after the game while we're eating, just about things that happened in the game and how he saw it from the bench maybe, or when he was playing and I was watching, how I saw it, and just sort of helping each other out that way, because I don't want to be hanging my mate out to dry, you know. He's my mate at the end of the day, and it's a little sort of respect for each other, but also it's competitive. So this has happened most recently, like we've had the Wolves game and the Molde game. I was on the bench for and then came on at half time both games. So you can't be beating yourself up, sat there having a sulk on the bench thinking, why am I not playing? You've got to be ready for any time you're called upon. So if you have that mindset of like negativity and then you're called upon, you're more than likely going to come on the pitch and not play as well as you could do. So it was about staying positive and supporting the team and being ready for if I was called upon. And both games I was called upon, and I like to feel I made a bit of an impact as I came on each game.
Here Liverpool with Mane, good defending by Holding this time, fending him off.
We need to start winning games, of course. That's the easy answer is to say, yeah, we need to start winning games, but there's a lot more that goes into that than just saying it. Like the way we're training, the way we're performing in games, it's not like we're not performing, you know. We've got a lot of possession, we're making chances, and we're just, at the moment, it's just not falling right for us, and that will change. if we weren't creating the chances and weren't dominating games, then you'd start to be worried. But the fact that we're doing that still, something will change, and hopefully then you can go on a run, you know. So something we've got to just stick together to and ignore the noise and concentrate on us.